How to build a startup advisory board. It is almost impossible for an early-stage startup to have a core team specialized in every field and have the required experience in every matter that comes in mind. At times come when startup founders need to hire experts to guide them on how to navigate technical issues, industry connections, key hires, or inside knowledge. Having a proper advisory board can help your startup scale by filing expertise and experience gaps. However, just like any other business decision, a founding team must be careful when building an advisory board for their startup. An advisory board is a group of expert advisors who meet regularly. They do not have the legal and fiduciary responsibilities of a board of directors. At the same time, advisors are not mentors. Advisors sign agreements with startups under which they specify their roles and responsibilities. They are typically compensated with equity, and they are always available to consult founders and executives. In other words, they are a part of the company. Mentors advise on ad hoc basis without any legal document that defines their relationship with the company. They are either unpaid or hired and paid for a specific project or task. You will most likely need an advisor board for your startup when you start hiring key staff, increasing sales, executing partnerships and collaborations, addressing market challenges, or when you need an expert to advise you on certain key issues. To find advisors, you have to start searching through your network and read about startups' advisors board. You can also leverage connections of potential investors you have vast network of advisors. Sometimes, a mentor can become a formal advisor if he or she takes on a larger or more formal role in advising the company. When it comes to building an advisory board, be careful who you choose. Hiring famous big names is not always the right answer for a company because this type of advisors tends to be busy and hard to reach. You want to make sure that you are spending money on someone who has time for your company. There are legal considerations to keep in mind when you are signing an agreement with an advisor. First, make sure to include a confidentiality and non-disclosure provision for everything related to your company's intellectual property and any other data the advisor will access. Specify precisely the duties and responsibilities the advisor has towards the company. Define the length of advisor's relationship with the company. Specify what is considered a breach that could cause the relationship with the startup to end. Include details about compensation. Specifying compensation can be challenging because you are giving a piece of your startup to an advisor who still has to prove his or her value. Make sure to include a vesting schedule and the right language to keep your startup protected in case the advisor decides to leave. Advisory boards can be beneficial for startups. Sometimes advisors can be valuable assets and founders may decide to recruit them as full-time employees. Before rushing into such a decision, make sure the advisor is willing to be committed to your startup. Most importantly, always remember that an advisory board's purpose is to find dedicated people with specific skills who can help your company establish your goals. To learn more about this and how you can structure your own advisor agreement, visit Lexium.com. Legally yours, Farah.